Holy crap. Good morning, everybody. I needed that cup of coffee. It was a tough one yesterday. That harvest all went wrong. We had the bearing go in the header. Thankfully, Ray managed to organise for one of the other farmers to bring through their Massey harvester, and they finished the harvest off for us. But man, I reckon I worked until midnight, 1 a.m. trying to finish off all that baling and getting all the equipment back to the red dirt yard. Well, it's 7 a.m. I've slept in a little bit after getting such a late night, but today we've got a free day, and for our free day I think we're going to start doing some ploughing, start getting these fields prepped to do some seeding finally, which I've been really excited about. We've got around about 40 grand sitting in our bank at the moment. Still got plenty of loan to pay off, but I have picked up a couple of ploughing contracts with some other farmers outside of Red Dirt, and just to bring in a little bit of extra income. I am going to speak to Holbrooks and see what it's going to cost me to rent a bale pickup trailer for these bales for a day, and I'll probably spend a day picking up all those bales and taking them off and selling them. I'm just waiting for the right sell time for them, so I think at the moment, if we have a look, what's our silage selling for? Where are we? 206, so at the barn. So I'm probably yeah, the price is pretty flat there, so we'll keep our eye on that anyway and see what happens. In the meantime, we have some ploughing to do, which again I'm very, very excited about. However, I'm not sure how this is going to go. We're going to start with this big field here, so I think we might end up having to plough downhill as opposed to uphill. We'll give it a go and we'll see. I mean, I know that we're not creating massive fields, but you know, you've got to start somewhere. You've got to start building up your money. Need to get some crop in. What we got there? All right. So here we go. Back in our old deer. And ready to do a little bit of ploughing. Look at that. Lovely. Okay. Let's see. Probably about there. Yeah, so massive day yesterday. Hopefully the parts are coming over on one of the barges today. And we'll be able to go and pick up at some point, pick up the header from the field. They brought the harvester back last night and they've left the header on the field down there, so we might need to go and actually pick that up, but we'll see how we go for time. I hope you're all well, and that your farming's going well. We've got a little bit of rock in the ground there, so I think we might dodge that. Yeah, so we've got a lot of exciting things happening. A lot of very exciting things happening here. Okay. Raise that up. I might pull up here and just do a quick U-turn. We should make some pretty good income, hopefully, from all these bales. At 206 per 1,000 litres, 4,000 bales. That's $800 a bale. That'll be pretty good. That's still not sure. I can't remember how many bales we had there. It seems like such a long time ago that we ran those bales. So it's a little smoky out there, as you can see today. Unfortunately, over the backside of the island, they've had some bushfires break out in the dry weather. The fireys are out there fighting those fires at the moment, so hopefully they get them contained and it doesn't come too far this way. It's wonderful to note that the volunteer firefighters do such an awesome job over in Australia at the moment, back in my home country. They're in a pretty bad way with bushfires. Quite a lot of the country's burnt, and the volunteer firefighters have been out there for quite a few months now. I mean, the whole country's been in a drought. And due to the drought, everything's really dry, so they're having a lot of trouble with the fires. They're working hard. They're starting to contain a lot of them now. Hopefully Pineapple Bay, the island of Pineapple Bay, does not suffer the same fate. But we've got those same amazing volunteers out there fighting. So you'll see a little bit of smoke. You can see it off in the distance there. It's kind of blown over this way. But we'll keep monitoring it and see how it goes. Alright. Such a wonderful thing, getting out here and finally getting to break up the soil. Smells good. Other than cut grass, I don't think there's anything like the smell of broken soil, especially when it's good soil, and this soil seems to be pretty good. I'm not sure exactly how long this area has been left just overgrowing for, but it does seem to be pretty good actually, the soil. So alright, I'm going to try and run a few headers here of ploughing before we go up and down, and make it a little bit easier for us to turn around. There we go. Alright, raise you up. So the two fields we've got contracts on for ploughing aren't overly large fields, but probably will take us a little bit of time. We don't have a very large plough. The farmers did offer for us to use their equipment to do the ploughing, but I just thought we'd use our stuff. Make a little bit more money out of it that way as well, so our tomatoes are doing really well down there. Certainly making us a little bit of income. And every cent counts at the moment. It might, I mean, some of the guys at Red Dirt were laughing at me yesterday because I'm creating this little farm and I'm running 2 tractors. They thought that was really quite amusing. But quite honestly, I admitted I made a mistake. I thought that the old IH up there would be absolutely perfect for doing this area and have enough power to do things like pulling plows and cutting, but it didn't. I could sell it. I could sell it probably back to like I could sell it to another farmer, or I could sell it back to Holbrooks, but why not keep it? Why not keep it at the moment? We'll see how we go. We'll see how we go money wise, and if I have to sell it, then I have to sell it, but we might be alright. Alright, let's see, get through that a little bit. I want to try and utilise as much as I can land-wise. I'm still up in the air about what I do with this area, whether I continue to cut silage to run silage bales from it, or whether I turn it into arable stuff, grow some sort of crop. But I think at the present moment, with the work that we've got to do with Red Dirt and stuff, then it's probably, I just need to concentrate on these couple of fields first and getting these areas prepped and seeded. So it is a large area up there, and it is going to be a lot of work to plough it all under and get it prepped, so perhaps the second year might be the wiser way to go. Alright, so I think that's probably enough in regards to headers, because we can certainly turn around at this end. So what we might do is I might continue on with this, do some up and downs, and then catch you at the end of it, guys. Ah, well there you go. I don't know, I think I was made for farming. There's something satisfying about that. Smell of the dirt, looking at the rows. Just working the land. I guess that's probably why I got into it in the first place. But it is pretty daunting, having your own property and having to organise it yourself. I'm more used to working, well, all I did was work for other farmers. But now I feel that little bit of extra responsibility for everything that I do. Alright, well that was good. That's one section of field all organised. Where's the tractor? I don't want to hit it. There we go. We need to head over and pick up that header and take it back to the workshop for Ray. It doesn't look like the smoke's clearing up, but it certainly doesn't seem to be getting any worse, so hopefully that's a good sign. I haven't heard any more about the fire over the other side of the island, so fingers crossed. As you can see, they brought all the equipment back last night while I was finishing off that baling, and then when I finished off the baling, I bought the case with the class baler back, which keeps everything neat and tidy. Alright, park him up here. Let's see, what tractor are we going to take? Where have they put the tractors? In the shed. Alright, so what we need to do is we need to we'll grab that header, we'll run it into the workshop here. Oh, buddy. I'll need to do excuse me, it's a late night last night. We might need to do a little bit of maintenance on this vehicle as well. Alright. So I'll head up to the field and I will see you when I get up there. So there it is, sitting here ready to go. A lot of bales to be picked up on this field. Squeeze this beast in here. Okay, just there a little bit more. There we go. Ah, beautiful. Let's just jump out. So the bearing still hasn't arrived, which could be a little bit of a problem in regards to fixing. They run 2 ferries a day here. One arrives in the morning. It leaves the mainland relatively early, and it picks up a load from here, and then it heads back to the mainland, drops off the loads from here, and then picks up another load of cargo and heads back out again, and then does the same on the way back. So, which is pretty good if you've got a big load that you've got to send across to the mainland and stuff. So hopefully it comes out on the second shipment this afternoon, but we'll see. Alright, I'll get this back. I'll see you there. Alright, need to get this telehandler out of the way. Okay, off we go. Alrighty. I have to go nice and wide for this. I want to try and get it in relatively straight so that it's a bit easier to get it back out again. So we'll go nice and wide. And that way. Oh, come on, buddy. I should be able to reverse it straight back out again, hopefully. Fingers crossed. I'm pretty crap at reversing these trailers, so... Alright, we'll leave that there. Getting pretty close to that post there. That should be okay right there. We'll leave this hook to the tractor, I think. Shut him off, and then when the bearing comes in, they can do the work on it. We should be able to get that, yeah, we'll be able to get that back out again if we need to, so that should be okay. I think while I'm here, what I might do is jump in the telehandler here and go over and sort out those pallets that have been lying around for days. Okay. Come on. Thank you. Alright guys, so I'm going to stack these and get them out of the way, and after that I'm going to head over and hopefully get a couple of contracts out of the way. So we do have 2 ploughing contracts, and I'm not going to make you sit through those, so I'll head out there and I shall do that. It's been a great episode. It's been fantastic to get at least one of our fields ploughed. Look forward to getting the other ones ploughed after I've done these contracts to bring in a little bit of money. I think in the next episode I might yeah, I'm not sure what we'll be doing in the next episode, so it depends on whether the gear comes through for the bearings come through for that header, which is, now I've never replaced a bearing on a header before, so I am not overly sure how long that takes, but we'll see. So thanks for watching, and I will see you next time out here at Pineapple Bay. See you guys.